What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Play Action Podcast. This is Season 2, Episode 4. Vinny, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Aidan. I mean, we got another crazy week of football.
This has got to be the craziest week yet.
Yeah, actually, I just counted right before this. There was only 6 one-score games, which, to me, I don't know if that's I don't know the average, but that has to be low.
Yeah, I mean
well under half.
We had some blowouts this week, which we'll get into, but yeah, I mean, this has got to be one of the highest scoring weeks, one of the...
Yeah, I mean, for fantasy, too, especially, I know...
Yeah, some
we had a lot
players.
Of players that went off.
Yeah.
I squeaked out a win, 3-0. 3-0 in the league.
Pretty good.
But yeah, I mean, like you said, just a lot of blowouts, which, I mean, can be, crazy to see, but also kind of just a little, boring. I ended up just kind of doing, turning on other games or just doing something else, because, I mean, when you got teams dropping 70 points...
Yeah, that's easily the highlight. They had a chance to break the record for points, but they didn't.
So, class act by the Dolphins there. But, I mean, we can jump into a little bit of news here. Just two, not actually much major injury news. Which maybe could be... At least for fantasy. I'm just going off.
Could be the fact that the new, turf is going away and now it's more grass.
Well, did they already do any of that?
I think a lot of it has happened. I know at least on Thursday Night Football they had it, and I'm pretty sure I saw in the Packers game they had it, which they haven't usually had. So I think they're starting to implement it a lot. So
that could definitely be playing a factor into it then. But two just little pieces of non-injury related news. We have, I guess we can talk about this first, just the Taylor Swift and Kelsey, which has been just all over... it's their Instagram, NFL's Instagram,
literally
TikTok.
everywhere. I mean, it's when probably the biggest pop star in the world right now dates a football player, like an NFL football player.
And one of the, at least best tight end.
Yeah.
One of just the best offensive players.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't really have much to say about it, but...
I mean, do you think they're actually dating, or do you think it's just their play? Because I feel like it could be just a play. Because I can't see... they could be dating. I don't know.
Yeah, because, Taylor Swift already has, everyone as her audience.
Yeah.
All the Swifties. But I guess she's kind of bringing a lot of them to the NFL.
Yeah.
And they seem to be, hopping on that.
Which, I'm pretty sure his, jersey sales quadrupled or something.
That does not surprise me at all. But yeah, so there's that. We saw, she went to the Chiefs game, which, Kelsey did get a touchdown, but other than that, just one of the many blowouts.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that, and then also, this week is supposed to be the return of Alvin Kamara, who's been just, brewing on my IR list on fantasy, and now I get to activate him in, kind of a offense that's been... Not too.
They
have ups and downs.
They got 17 points, 20 points, so they have been struggling just at 16. They have yet to break 21 points, so they really need to get things going. But
it was looking good for them this week with the.
You can't stop the Packers. The Packers are, they're just him.
No, not really. But so Kamara, he'll definitely be probably. I'm not sure about the matchup this week. And still uncertain with...
they're versing the Bucks, who... They didn't really do anything against the Eagles.
But, that's a really good defense.
Yeah, their run game is insane.
It's going to depend how much they want to use him. Which, if it's anything obviously last time, when he had, a full, healthy... full season, it was, incredible to watch. So, hoping for that, but we'll see. Still... I'll see what the experts say.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you just to start him no matter what. Depending on, obviously that. And then we got some running back injury news here. We have Eckler, who is still questionable.
He's been out for a while.
Yeah, he's had a high ankle sprain. He's always just been questionable, since after week 1. So, I have him on my team. It's been, we've been making it work though, but still uncertain. And then Aaron Jones, who's also been similar situation kind of. He also may return, but I mean neither.
I hope so.
Nothing I've read says it's like promising or like looking good.
From what I've seen with like my Packers accounts that I follow, at least it does look like he's probably going to return. Him and Watson are probably.
Yeah, Watson, which I did have on here as well. He is planning to play.
Yeah,
but we haven't seen him since week 1. Did he played week 1?
No, Watson hasn't played all year.
Did he got hurt in? Because he was fine.
Yeah, he got hurt in the training camps. So
okay, that's right. So yeah, 2 big Packers players that they have been missing.
I know.
So they could probably use them. They do have the Thursday game, so to keep that in mind, it's a quicker turnaround the extra couple days.
Yeah.
But stick with another running back. We have Barkley, who is actually they're saying he's somehow, I don't know what his healing genetics are, but he's on pace to possibly return this week. Actually, yeah, but I highly doubt they would.
Dang, they got the Monday game.
I know he always is he came back from a ton of injuries super fast.
And this one I thought was gonna be pretty bad.
No, I'm pretty sure definitely next week he should play, but this week there is a little chance.
Wow, that's
and
impressive.
Then we have for the 49ers, Brandon Ayuk still questionable. He did return to practice this week, and then Deebo Samuel missed practice this week.
Yeah, so
really just a lot of questionables here. So it's really hard to be a fan. And plus we're recording this on Tuesday, so
we don't get all the.
Usually it always it's always happens later in the week. That's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
And then I guess Waddle obviously missed this week, which didn't seem to miss him. But I wish he's on my team. I do wish he kind of got a piece of the action there because everyone was just
everyone was feasting.
But he is in concussion protocol.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
So not many big injuries, which is a good thing.
Yeah, just mainly looking through the way I kind of do these now is just kind of look through my fantasy leagues because most people. As far as fantasy injuries, because most people have 12-man to 10-man, so most people that you're gonna have, obviously there's waiver players and stuff, but yeah, nothing really too notable here, which is good compared to we've had pretty devastating injuries.
Yeah, especially
I think every week of the year.
Hey, there's no big Monday Night Football injuries, so
the
curse is broken.
That is good to have there, but we can move on. We have bring back the guest the player segment.
Gotta love the guest the player.
Yeah, and just talk about some interesting stat lines here for some interesting games. First one, probably pretty easy, but we have something a lot of fantasy points we'll say, but 4 touchdowns, 4 total touchdowns, 203 rushing yards, 30 receiving yards.
I think it's gotta be Acne, just based on the 4 total touchdowns, but I know Mostert also had 4 total touchdowns.
Yeah, he was on. Yeah, you had Mostert.
Yeah, I started Mostert.
He kind of did carry you to your win.
And
week.
I had a couple good players.
And Hill.
Yeah.
So you had the whole.
So I'm gonna go with Acne on this one.
And that is correct. I knew we were gonna have between them, but just kind of just a segue to talk about this game.
70 to 20, just absurd. And when you look at the numbers, Tua was 23 for 26 with 309 yards and 4 touchdowns. And even Mike White came off the bench and was 2 for 2 for 67 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know what. I think it's just. Sean Payton. I know he was saying stuff. I was seeing that one thing about what he was. I don't know if it was recent or whatever he said about Tua. He was kind of.
Oh yeah, he
He kind of like was like talking.
Yeah.
Like telling him he was gonna get benched or something. I don't know if this was
Yeah.
a while ago or if
I think it was
game.
a while ago, and he was saying he was.
Yeah. I mean, we saw this kind of offensive production last year from not to this extent, but I mean we knew that it's possible for them, but just to see it against a defense that's usually pretty decent against passing, from what I can understand.
And it's the crazy part is like when you look into the numbers, like Tyreek Hill had 157 yards, but everyone else didn't really, like, no one else had over 70 yards.
Yeah, there was no Waddle to get some of them.
Yeah, and no defensive touchdowns, I believe. It was just straight offense, straight domination. Which, crazy game. Probably might be the craziest game of the year. Just
craziest
70 points,
and craziest in a sense of just surprising outcome.
Yeah,
not as far as like entertaining. I mean, I guess that is entertaining unless you're a Broncos fan.
Yeah,
if you're a Broncos fan, you're probably not.
Yeah,
not looking at football content right now.
I did see this thing online where this family, their tradition with the Dolphins is every time they score a touchdown, they take a tequila shot.
They're Dolphins fans?
Yeah. And so they were saying, like, after this week, they might have to suspend that tradition because they had to take 10 tequila shots each.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, just a total offensive show. I mean, there's not even much else to say about it. But, I mean, we did see, if we want to just talk about kind of not to that extent, but we saw, if you just want to go through some of the main blowouts here, the Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs
just
41
destroying the Bears, which we, saw coming.
Yeah, we all
That's
saw
a little more reasonable.
27 points in one quarter. In the second quarter, the Chiefs scored 27 points.
It started out, only 7, Chiefs were up 7-0 into the first quarter.
And then, it's Mahomes, it's the Chiefs, and then the Bears. The Bears are horrible. I can't believe I was the biggest person who was
true.
At the beginning of the year, everyone was like, oh, the Bears are going to be good. Justin Fields is good. Maybe it's because I'm a Bears hater, but I knew that they are bad. And no one saw it. Justin Fields, 50%, 99 yards, pity touchdown at the end, and an interception. He's just not good.
And I don't know how many more chances he's gonna get with them. It's not obviously all him. They just don't really have any talent now. They kind of lost pretty much everyone. But them, and then the Bills game. Obviously, the Bills just blew
out the Commanders,
37-3. Not even a touchdown for them, which they were coming. They haven't been. Washington Commanders weren't do anything crazy.
This is Sam Howell's worst game by far. 4 interceptions. In the first game, he was 1 interception, 1 touchdown. The second game, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 300 yards. That was against the Broncos, and then the Bills, I think, finally came to play. They've been kind of struggling recently, and Josh Allen still threw an interception, but their run game is really good. James Cook is doing really good this year, as a lot of people were probably expecting.
And then Diggs was mainly, the entire passing offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be, seeing the Bills get back to their final form last year. I guess also Browns and Titans.
27-3. Deshaun Watson's looking back to his old self. 27 for 33, almost 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's looking back to prime Deshaun Watson, and this defense obviously really helped him with Myles Garrett 3.5 sacks in 1 week.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is absurd.
That was a lot more of a slow pace. If you just look by the quarter, the quarterly score, definitely a more just slow paced game. Nothing crazy entertaining about it.
Mm-hmm.
But and then what was it last? I think, was there one more?
Yeah, I think there's one more blow. Surprisingly, Cardinals clapped the Cowboys 28-16, which I don't think anyone was expecting that.
Yeah, you had a parlay on that.
Yeah.
I did too, but I don't know if they knew they knew you were betting on them or what.
They had to have.
We see, I mean, Dak made some critical errors. I mean, we saw
That last
he threw that interception into triple coverage in the end zone.
Yeah.
So a little bit of Justin Fields showing. I mean, I guess that's kind of, and what, the Cardinals had Joshua Dobbs, who just got traded.
Yeah,
so he get traded. I don't know what team he was on before.
I think he was on the Browns, actually, for a little bit.
Yeah, then he just got traded, shows up, somehow beats the best defense, which we see what happens when the Cowboys' defense isn't running on full factor.
Yeah.
So maybe the Cowboys are secretly frauds.
Yeah, I mean, I think no one would be surprised at that. I mean, everyone kind of just hates the Cowboys, so.
Pretty much everyone except
Cowboys fans.
So pretty much 31 other teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, those were the biggest ones.
Yeah, those are probably some big blowouts. That even the Texans.
Yes, that's probably might be even more surprising.
Texans beat the Jags 37-17. CJ Stroud has been playing amazing. 20 for 30, 280, and 2 touchdowns.
I mean, he's been doing pretty much all he can for the situation he's in. And
Tank Dell, his number 1 wide receiver, has been really good. Shout out to Ethan. Yeah, I mean, who knows if... Whoa, they've got a defensive player named Henry Tuowo.
That's
an interesting name.
But yeah, Jaguars just come from, like I said, almost beating the Chiefs, but they kind of hold the Chiefs. They held the Chiefs to a pretty close game, and then they let the Texans drop 37. That's probably more points than they've scored all year.
Oh yeah, probably. I mean, let's see.
Absurd.
They scored 20 last week and then 9 in the first week, so they've just been shooting up.
Yeah, so just a ton of crazy blowouts.
Yeah.
I guess
unexpected
too.
Blowouts.
Interestingly. But alright, kind of went through a little off topic there, but moving into the next stat line, we have 13 receptions, 172 yards, 2 touchdowns. So you can take your guess on that. A lot of great receiving performances, obviously.
This one,
all these numbers are going to be crazy.
So the yards and receptions and the touchdowns all make sense. I'm going to go with Devontae Adams.
Yep, that is correct.
Okay,
I thought you'd have between him and Keenan Allen.
Yeah, I actually forgot that Keenan Allen both went off. And, in this Raiders game at least, Devontae was about the only good part for this Raiders team.
Yeah, Jimmy G looked terrible.
3 interceptions. You were happy. You got Steelers defense and fantasy.
Yes, that pretty much did save me.
He gave you a free 2 points at the end of the game.
Yeah, that pretty much saved me in that. But yeah, Steelers. Pickett obviously not playing like a really good good defense at all.
But starting to look like his old self a little bit.
Yeah, Najee. Still pretty.
Not great.
Slow, kind of boring.
Yeah.
Pickens had a solid game.
Yeah, he's been playing really good, especially without
Deontay. He's kind of got to step up. But let's see. We also got Allen
Calvin
Robinson.
Austin with the big touchdown. It was really big for them. Allen Robinson didn't do much, but
wasn't that? Yeah, I think that was.
It was like a.
Yeah, that was It was like a 70-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
That's why it says his average is 36. But yeah, he just had that one that almost got called back. But I think it was defensive holding.
Yeah, and then
luckily,
surprisingly, the TJ Watt. Okay, he got 2 sacks, so makes sense.
Yeah, TJ Watt's always gonna get his sacks in.
Yeah, exactly. But so really good to see the Steelers
moved it. Somehow we have a winning record.
Yeah,
it doesn't seem like we should at all.
Upcoming games aren't that hard.
Texans, Ravens, we got a chance. Rams,
Jags, and Titans.
All winnable games. Yeah, all those are winnable, and Packers too. All those are winnable.
Nah, Packers ain't winnable.
No, I think they will.
But yeah,
Steelers. I don't know. We'll probably. I don't. If we do make the playoffs, I don't really see.
Oh yeah, I can't. I can't see them.
I don't think our offense.
Yeah, it can't keep up.
Already.
If they go up against the Dolphins, you gotta pray that they don't verse the Dolphins, because
if our defense can somehow hold them.
I don't think it's able to be held.
If our pass rush can just get to Tua before Tyreek Hill gets like halfway down the field. That's usually how it goes.
But yeah, so crazy game.
Alright, and then last one here, we talk about 12 receptions, 142 yards, 0 touchdowns.
12 catches, 142. So that's a solid, almost 30 points in fantasy. That makes me think could be Jamar Chase, which would be my first thought because I know he did really good, and I can't really think of any other receiver that ate this week. So yeah, I'm gonna go with but it could be Justin Jefferson. I'm going Jefferson. Final answer.
It was Chase.
Dang it. Okay.
But yeah, both of them went off this week. Chase, just talking about this Bengals game.
Yeah, it was sloppy.
Yeah, it was definitely sloppy. They looked a little better. Obviously Chase and Burrow are on the same page. But again, still not like still doesn't give me much confidence in the Bengals, which
Joe Burrow, pretty bad game again. Pretty much 50% completion, 259 yards, which is all right. And
one interception.
T. Higgins was dropping passes left and right.
Yeah, he's not done. Has he? I forget what he did last week, but
not much. He's
could be a pretty big fantasy
so far
this year.
He's gotten 0 catches. Okay, last week he did
week.
really good, but then 4 points this week, so not great. And then for the Rams, Puka is obviously he only got 5 catches, which for a defense to hold him to 5 catches,
when that's
that's a dub.
Just whoever it is that Matt Stafford decides to throw to.
Yeah, he's like the wide receiver Glazer. He just finds one wide receiver and just throws it to him.
I forget Kupp's. I think he was said the earliest he can come back is week 5, if I remember.
Yeah,
correctly,
I think so.
From IR, so he's got a few weeks left in him. But
yeah,
these Rams have been looking. They've been looking better than I thought.
But still, it's just not that good. They sold their soul for that Super Bowl.
Now they have.
They don't have first round picks for still a couple of years.
They've got more than a few years of just letting it happen.
It's gonna be difficult for Rams fans. Shout out to Quinn. I know
he's a Ram.
He is a Rams fan.
Very random.
Yeah, I don't even know when he started becoming a Rams fan, but yeah, it's gonna be
when they won the Super Bowl.
Gonna be a rough couple of years. I think it was the year they lost the Super Bowl is when he became a fan.
Oh,
I don't know.
Interesting.
But so those are just some of the big games, and also I gotta shout out my Packers coming back down from 17-0 in the fourth quarter. I turned the game. I'm gonna be honest. I turned the game off. I'm a diehard Packers fan, and in the fourth quarter,
it was hard to watch at first. I didn't.
Yeah, it was 17-0. I was disgusted, but Derek Carr got hurt, and I think that's what won us the game.
Yeah, Winston.
He didn't even play bad. 10 for 16, 101, but yeah, the Packers they fought back. Jordan Love was our top rusher. A.J. Dillon has looked horrible. But,
Which last year he looked really good.
I know.
But maybe he might just be...
Romeo.
Might just be the good, third down, second back
exactly.
to Jones when he comes back.
But yeah, so I had to give my boys a little shout out there. But next, we are going to move into just a little fun thing. I'm going to be asking Vinny who are the top 5 in stat leaders. So you're going to try and guess the top 5 players. So don't look at my computer. But, okay, so who do you think are the top 5 in yards, passing yards for quarterbacks?
Is this not can I just name, I don't know, can I just name them or do I have to go in order?
No, you don't have to go in order. If you can just guess the top 5.
I'm going to say, definitely Tua, number 1.
He's in 2.
He's in 2.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, Tua's in there. I feel like Jared Goff should be in there.
He is not.
He's not?
No.
Let me think. I don't think it's going to be Mahomes. I don't think Mahomes up there.
Nope.
Josh.
A lot of quarterbacks you would not expect are on this
Yeah,
list.
that's the thing. Is Herbert up there?
Herbert is number 3.
Okay, so I got 2 and 3. CJ Stroud. Is he up there?
Yes, he's number 5.
Okay. CJ Stroud.
You need 1 and 4.
I'm trying to think of who 1 would be. I mean,
Yeah, I can give you a hint for...
Oh, wait, I'm going to say Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is number 4.
Okay, and then 1...
This, I mean, I'll give you a hint. This team is 0-3 right now.
0 and 3.
And they have the most passing yards.
Wait, let me think. 0 and 3. So...
They might have the best receiver in the league on their team.
What's his name? Kirk Cousins.
Yes.
I
He's
totally
number
blanked on
1
him
with 1,075.
already. Oh shoot. What's two at then?
Tua's at 1,024.
Okay.
So not too far behind. So next up, we got passing touchdowns. Who do you think are the top 5 for passing touchdowns?
I think it probably similar. I mean, Tua probably up there.
Tua at 2 again.
Again, okay. I feel like Cousins isn't up there. But I guess, okay, is Cousins 1?
He is number 1 with 9. They have the most passing yards and the most passing touchdowns.
I mean, they're just...
And they're 0-3.
Maybe they're probably just missing Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
I think he was their key, but okay, so passing touchdowns.
So you got 1 and 2 right now.
Okay. I'm not gonna... CJ Stroud can't be up there, because they didn't have...
No.
Unless they just went off this week.
2 of them are very guessable. 1 might surprise you.
Is Herbert up there again?
He is number 5.
Okay.
Tied with Russell Wilson.
Was he... Really?
Yes.
So is Russ Wilson counting as 4, or are you
No, he's
as 5?
They're both number 5.
I'm surprised
there's 2 people ahead of them.
I'm surprised Wilson's...
I know.
I can't even think of like a touchdown.
So you're looking for 3 and 4.
3 and 4. Okay. Josh Allen?
Nope.
Really?
Close if you think about like skill wise.
Not Mahomes, I guess?
Yeah, he's number 3 with 7. And then there's also one more person with 7.
Is this the one that's less guessable?
I mean
less
for me it would be guessable.
Oh yeah, Jordan Love.
Yes, he also has 7. So
because he was up there in passing yards after.
Yeah.
In the beginning, I don't know what his number is now, but
yeah, so
that's also surprising.
Yeah, so these ones will probably be a bit more guessable. Okay, so you're guessing rushing yards.
Rushing yards.
Top 5.
All right. I'm trying to think.
Number 1 should be obvious.
All right. I'm trying to think of people. Because usually I just go off fantasy, who's good in fantasy, but
which
I know
you could honestly do for.
I mean,
most of these guys.
Kenneth Walker up there?
He is not.
Okay, he's just.
I think he was number 6.
Okay. Is McCaffrey?
He's number 1.
Really? Okay. McCaffrey 1. Okay, we knew that. Number 2.
Number 3 might be the hardest to guess for you.
I know is Henry not up there?
He's not.
Yeah, he's been.
I don't know.
Titans have just been sucking.
Yeah.
Chubb's not because he's injured.
Nope.
This is okay.
I'll give you a hint for number 2. His last name was all over the news, and we have already talked about him.
What do you mean all over the news? All over our news or all over the news?
All over the news, the NFL news. His last name. His last name matches another person's last name that might be at the top of our news.
So Alvin Kamara.
No.
Dude, at the top.
Look at the last line, the second line.
Oh, bro, Swift.
DeAndre
Okay,
Swift.
I thought you meant the
2.
actual player, which that's a surprising one.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, most people thought he was kind of like,
And then
kind of done for now.
for number 3.
Is Jacobs up there?
No.
Mostert?
No.
Oh, is Akeem going to be up there just from this week?
No. Nope.
What?
Yeah, you still need
What?
3, 4, and 5. Okay, so 2 of these guys just played each other, and it was an upset. The big upset that we were very upset about.
James Conner?
Yep, he's number 4.
Really?
And then the other running back,
Pollard?
he's number 5.
That does not seem...
Yeah, and then
It's
number
just-
3 might be the most, I think, surprising. He plays for the team that just crushed the Commanders.
James Cook?
Yes, with 267.
Really?
I know. I was very
This-
surprised.
This is, I mean, I know it's kind of still the start of the year, but
Yeah,
that's an interesting.
I know.
list
I
of
was
running backs.
very surprised. And now for receiving yards, I think you'll very easily be able to get top 5.
Okay, so Hill.
He's number 2.
Hill's number 2. Okay, Jefferson.
Number 1.
Adams.
Yep, he's number 5.
Okay. I want to say. I don't. Jamar Chase.
Nope.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not been great. Keenan Allen.
Yep, he's number 3, and all you need is number
So
4.
I'm missing number 4.
He's been a fantasy
Nakua?
beast. Yes. Puka.
Yeah, that list makes a little more sense.
Yeah. And then the last list I have for you is going to be sacks.
Sacks.
Top 5 in sacks. I think you'll be able to get 3 of them very easily. The other 2 you might need help with.
Okay. Well, I know Myles Garrett is he number 1?
He's number 3 with 4.5. So he got all of his sacks pretty much this past week.
Really? I mean, I feel like if they counted sacks, he just has to have so many
Yeah,
just defensive pressures.
exactly.
Literally, he's like involved on pretty much every passing play, but yet he only has 4.5. TJ Watt.
He's number 1 with 6.
Okay. Is Highsmith on there?
No.
Because he's been, I don't know.
Yeah, he
how
has been
sacks
really
he's had.
good.
He's been good this year. Trying to think who else would
One
be.
of them is probably the front runner for Defensive Player of the Year.
Michael Parsons.
Yep, number 5. So the other 2.
Wait, what numbers are these?
So Watt was number 1, Garrett was 3, Parsons was 5. I don't think you're gonna get the other 2. I'm not even sure if you know the one guy's name.
I probably won't.
So the one, he's on the Vikings.
Like, I don't really. Yeah, I do not know the Vikings team well at all.
It's Danielle Hunter.
Okay, really? He's up there.
Yes, with 5 sacks, and then
How are the
tied.
Vikings?
I know, I was surprised. And then tied with Micah Parsons with 4 sacks is a guy on the Patriots.
Yeah, I don't think I would know his name.
It's gonna be Matthew Judon.
Really? He's still?
Yeah, he's like old.
I kind of thought he was retired, if I'm being honest. I haven't not heard his name come up in a long time.
I want to actually see how old he is, because...
Yeah, I honestly thought he was retired.
Yeah, no, he's been just doing really good. Let me see. He got 2 sacks this past game. Yeah, he started with 1 sack, and then 2
There's some
sacks.
consistent. Yeah, how old?
Let's see. He is 31. I mean, shout out to him.
Those are some interesting lists.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, yeah, kind of just goes to show you kind of year we've had so far.
Very
A
random.
lot of just unexpected things, which, I mean, getting into the predictions, I don't know how well we did.
Yeah, so this past week, you did end up beating me by 1 game. I went 10-6. You went 11-5.
That has to be like every week. I feel like every week.
We've been around that
Last
same
week
range.
we were 10
every-
6 and 11 and 5 as well.
Yeah, and so with our total records, I'm still 1 game ahead I'm 33-15. You're 32-16. So big, big week this week. I don't know how many.
I've not really looked at the matchups too much for this week, but I gotta imagine it's gonna be a bit closer of games.
Yeah. So
I mean, starting off Thursday night should be a great one. Lions and Packers.
I already know I'm going to get some wings. I'm watching this game. It's going to be such a good game. I know I'm going to have my heart broken, but I'm going Packers.
Packers, yeah. I mean, they are home. That's probably what kind of gives me that. But I like how Lions have looked. I mean, they definitely, I don't know. But the Packers usually tend to win the divisional matchups.
Not last year. Last year they lost that last game, remember? To knock the Packers out of the playoffs, the Lions beat them.
I do remember that. Was that one of your most heartbroken times recently?
Probably.
Where were we watching that?
I think it was just in our room, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Was it? I forget where, but I was very heartbroken for that. I mean, even if we made it to the playoffs, we were going to get our butt kicked in week 1. So
who would you guys have played?
I think the 49ers. So.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
I'm not too mad.
But yeah, I'm just going to go Lions there. I mean, but that would be definitely a great Thursday night.
Yeah. And then we got a Sunday morning game. Falcons at Jags in London. It's going to be a Premier League morning at London with Falcons at Jags.
I mean, I love when I feel like they should do one like every week. Like,
I think this is when they start doing them early.
Yeah, because I mean, waking up and just having
already
seeing your fantasy players.
Yeah, so
doing good. I mean,
I got Jags in this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go Jaguars as well. Both teams coming off not great weeks.
Yeah,
but Jaguars are the better team. Definitely. Yeah. I'm not sure who the people in Britain are more.
I think they're Jags fans because the Jags the Jags are always home when they're at London.
Are they one of the ones that are? Are they one of the ones that plays every year?
Yeah, they play there every year.
Because I was thinking, like, who...
There were thoughts that they might, move them to London.
Really? That would... Yeah. I don't know how...
Which then it wouldn't really be the National Football League. It'd be the International Football League.
I mean, I always kind of wondered that as far as, like... Are the people that go to those games, are they just, like, football fans?
I think they're just football fans.
Or they just follow it?
Because I've heard it's just like a sea of a million jerseys, which would actually be kind of cool.
That would be kind of. They should have like.
It would be like if like
Pro Bowl game.
Well, like think if like a Premier League team came to America, people would just go and just wear random jerseys. Yeah, it'd just be people that think Messi's playing.
That's funny, but yeah, definitely Jags there, and then up next Rams at Colts.
I got Colts in this one. Controversial, but
this one, I mean, they are coming off that win without Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson, I think he's questionable right now. Didn't mention in the news, but I think he is planning on playing, so that would be a help. But I don't know, Rams can. I
think that's gonna be a close game.
Yeah, that one will be good.
Yeah, and then another really good game, Ravens at Browns. Where I got the Ravens. I got the Browns.
You got the Browns? I mean, I gotta see.
It's gonna be close though.
Yeah, I gotta see their injury report because
I just don't know.
Because this last week they had, I don't even know how many injuries.
Yeah.
But Ravens, I mean, I don't know. Ravens are definitely. I'm gonna go Ravens there.
Okay.
Assuming I don't even know who they were missing, but Odell I know is questionable, but. He always is.
Yeah. All right, then Vikings at Panthers. I got Vikings in this one. I could see the Panthers maybe squeaking this one out.
I mean, do you think the Vikings can just
if they still are losing, I'll be so happy. I mean, there's two teams I hate. The Bears and the Vikings both suck this year.
That just the NFC just
it's so unpredictable.
Yeah,
other than the Eagles. The Eagles are like the only consistent team in that.
Yeah, I mean the Packers might just be get carried by everyone else doing bad. 'Cause, I mean, Lions are decent now, but yeah, Vikings have to end that.
Yeah, have to.
And then Bengals at Titans.
I got Bengals here. I think.
I mean,
Titans are just horrible. So.
Yeah, Bengals. This could be the week they look better. Hopefully against bad defense. But it's weird. I mean, it's one of those teams that we say every week, and then you with the Packers last year.
Yeah.
Just we have hope, which I mean, I don't really have hope. I mean, I was obviously Steelers fan, so
yeah,
we kind of want them to do bad because they were the ones that were
gonna,
go for the division. But we are.
I think.
Are we
the Browns?
Are we
the
first?
tiebreaker over the Browns? Yeah, I think we might be first.
Pull that up, because that just doesn't seem right.
Yeah,
it doesn't. A lot of these records just do not seem right.
Let me see.
But next up, let's see, Bucks at Saints could be a good one up for debate here.
A lot of debate games here, and the Steelers are in first for the division, which is crazy.
Which I mean, 3 teams are 2-1, so
yeah.
So this is a
big
week.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, I don't know when do we play the Ravens?
Let me.
But who knows? I mean, who would have thought the Steelers were in the division favorites through week 3? Plus, we got the easy schedule coming up.
Steelers versus the Ravens week 5.
Okay.
So
we will see for that. But yeah, like I said, Bucks at Saints. I think this will be a good game. Kamara's coming back. And
I got Saints.
Really? I put Bucks here.
I could see it going either way.
Just because I mean, sure the Eagles shut them down, but Saints Eagles are just completely different teams.
That's true.
And I think their Bucks defense has been great so far too. And Derek Carr is not really good against great defenses.
It's true.
Sadly, but then probably could be game of the week. Dolphins.
I don't know. The game after this one might be better.
All right, Dolphins at Bills though.
I mean, I got Dolphins, but I would not be surprised if the Bills win this. I think that their defense is good enough to stop them.
I think this could be. I could definitely see this being a surprise, where it's actually a decently low scoring game.
Yeah.
At least just an average scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
Because now the Bills defense is going on full cylinder. It's going to be very interesting to just see.
I also wouldn't be surprised if the Dolphins just blew them out as well. Because their defense is good enough where it could stop the Bills' offense. But then their offense is just so good.
That one's probably, the game you were talking, which may be a little more interesting. Broncos versus Bears.
Yeah, and for this one, in our notes, I have tie, and both of them lose.
It's going to end in a 0-0 tie. It should just count both teams as a loss.
Yeah, I mean, I know one thing, I will not be watching this game. Or maybe I will just to see how bad it is.
There's a chance this could be worst game of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, last year...
Last year was probably, what was it, Colts?
That Colts and Broncos game we watched.
Oh my gosh, that game was
I think it was the Thursday nighter.
Yeah.
That pretty much ruined my week.
That game was horrible.
And Broncos can go back-to-back years of just having the worst game. I don't even want to know what... see if you can pull the spread for
this.
Or the points total, I mean.
Yeah.
It's going to be
let me see.
25.
Oh, yeah.
But,
let's see. We got Broncos at 2.5-point favorites with over/under at 45.5. That's surprisingly high.
Bro, I mean, I honestly would like Broncos.
Yeah.
Minus 2.5.
They were. No way. Were they +3 against the Dolphins?
No, they were not.
Wait, there's no way. Because... Okay, 6. Okay, they were 6-point underdogs.
Even that, I mean, I guess no one expected that much of a blowout,
But yeah, so this game's gonna suck.
yeah, I'm not gonna be watching.
But still, I got the Broncos because
Broncos there, and then Commanders at Eagles.
Gotta go Eagles.
Here, I mean, yeah, probably not gonna be maybe not as big of a blowout as we saw this week, but Eagles are just better.
Yeah.
Steelers at Texans. Gotta go Steelers.
Should be Steelers, but Texans.
Yeah, I mean, this week
not bad.
This week's just kind of throwing me off with all the
Yeah.
blowouts. The Texans putting up 37, but our defense is too good.
Yeah.
Our defense is too good.
I agree.
for that. Raiders at Chargers. A big one for the division.
Yeah, and I got Chargers here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly just gonna say Raiders just because, but neither teams look. I mean,
Yeah.
great to
Definitely
start the
not.
year. I mean, Chargers pulled out what they won. They pulled out
Yeah.
a good win, but yeah, neither teams look great. Raiders could do a turnaround though, but the defense is so hard to watch.
Yeah.
But Cardinals at 49ers.
49ers.
Could the Cardinals? I mean, they beat one good defense.
If they end up winning that, I will be shocked. Cause
yeah,
I
mean, if Joshua Dobbs can somehow do it, I mean, he didn't do it with the Steelers, that's for sure.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, 49ers there, pretty unanimous.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Patriots at Cowboys.
I got Cowboys
Again.
bouncing back in this one.
Cowboys.
Definitely.
Cowboys weren't in their normal form there.
Yeah.
Gotta go Cowboys.
Then for Chiefs at Jets, the Jets are not good. I'm going, especially if they still have Zach Wilson as their quarterback. Can't trust them.
Can they get Joe Flacco again?
They just need anyone.
Wasn't
but
he, Joe Flacco was kind of going off at
Yeah.
the beginning
They
of
let
last
Mike
year.
White go to the Dolphins, and he just
And we
went 100% completion with the touchdown. So, yeah.
Jets season could be done for now already.
definitely.
And then Seahawks at Giants
Monday night.
End off the week.
You gotta
think
be
this
Seahawks, for me at least. The Giants just haven't looked.
Yeah, I mean, isn't this the rematch from the last year wild card?
I think it actually might be.
Who I forget.
Wait, no, Giants versus the Vikings.
Really?
Yeah. I think Seahawks versus the 49ers. If I'm correct.
I'm not sure, but I mean, both teams have been. I don't know. I mean, I want to say Seahawks just because the Giants are too inconsistent, especially without Saquon.
Yeah.
But Seahawks defense has been looking too good. So Seahawks close out the week.
Yeah, and
Is that what we think?
yeah, so that's all we got for this week. Once again, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on all of your podcasting apps. Even we're now kind of posting on TikTok. I posted some videos on there. So
He's been throwing down some bets.
yeah,
Did have one hit.
yeah,
Right
it did.
this week.
Had a lot missed this week. So
Well, none that you called out though.
yeah,
So yeah, the viewers got the win on that.
yeah.
But yeah, guys, just thanks for giving us a listen. Hopefully, we have some close games. Switch
Looks
it up
like there
this
should be.
week. Yep, the schedule's looking a little better.
Yeah.
So we will be back in a week for another recap. All right, guys, peace.